Hello YouTube, my name is Harshan and welcome to Let's Play Destiny 2 the beta. I had made a video on this already and uploaded it, but I decided to get rid of it for personal reasons. And I'm gonna just redo this, maybe talk about some stuff in a more not aggressive manner. So I don't like how you can only do this mission on a new character. I don't like that.
Cora, if you tell me this is a practical joke, well, it kills me to say it, but I would be really impressed.
Impressing you, Cade, is the easiest thing I'll do all day.
Let's get serious, people.
Zavala, this is my serious face. Can't you tell?
Cora, what have you got?
Someone or something has sabotaged the Skyline defense systems.
And comms have been spotty for the last few hours. Every sensor beyond the wall has gone dark.
Maybe it's just the storm. Maybe it's... What do the set feeds tell us?
Nothing.
So that's good, right?
No. I mean, they're not there. There are no satellites.
And that's not good.
Battle stations!
Those ships have never produced that much smoke. Yeah, in my other video I was trying to be funny. I just turned off the filter between my brain and my mouth. And I didn't like what I was doing, so this is a really small beta. Like, just this one mission which cannot be redone and a strike. Like, I mean, I'm guessing they might be doing this because they don't want to reveal too much. Like, I hope that's the case, that the actual game is that amazing that they don't want to reveal everything before they actually do it. But at the same time, like, Destiny 1's beta was like, it was about 6 times, maybe 7 times bigger. Can't remember how many missions you did. I mean, you did some on Earth, then you went to the moon, and gave you a pretty good idea of what the story was and how the mechanics worked, because they gave you a lot of time for it. And then they even put a strike, which may or may not. They put a strike, which was the Devil's Lair, and honestly, at that point, it was about as hard as a raid. Like, getting past that first room with the laser wires, that was difficult. And even then, there was still more. I mean, it wasn't much more, but it was about maybe, like, the actual game was about maybe 5 times bigger than the beta, which still wasn't much by comparison. But using that same metric for this, like, I mean,
Tower approach. This is City Hawk 723.
I don't know.
Anyone home? No response on any channels.
God, I would love my Guardian to talk again. Like, did they just get rid of the actors? Is that what they did?
Remember when I told you that you fly too fast? Forget I said that. Fly fast.
Ghost forgot to restore their vocal cords. And given this, given the size of this beta and everything in it so far, I'm not liking it that much. Like, I mean, I like the PvP and I like the PvE, but at the same time, it's not really enjoyable as much as I think it could be. Alright, the PvE weapons are really slow. The recharge timers of abilities, they're slow, and same thing with PvP. And people are saying they don't want it to be a ability spam fest, and even then, it really wasn't that much of that in Destiny 1 until they started nerfing everything.
Our home. Everything's gone. The tower. The city.
My God. My character has no emotion, and it's disappointing to me. So, alright, what do I got here? I got the auto rifle, which is good. I'm being attacked.
Big armored
bigger guns, like giant space rhinos.
Ah, crap.
Smash first, ask questions never.
And so, like, if you're wondering why the radar is green, I turned on colorblind settings. Not because I'm colorblind, but because it makes it a lot easier to see.
This is Commander Zavala. Civilians, report to evac points. Guardians, rendezvous in the plaza. Our city will not fall.
Alright, they didn't subtitle that last part. But the weapons, like, at least starting to strike. During this, it's not so bad, but when you have, like, the War Beasts and the Gladiators...
Give me a sec.
What's going on?
Alright.
Zavala's doing the hero thing in the plaza. Me? I've got a date with whoever's behind this. It'll be a short date.
Like I said, I think he meant to say in front. Also, that was him teleporting to a ship. Didn't see the ship.
Over here, Titan. My
Titan.
armory is open to you. Follow the path from there. It will lead you through the hangar
No,
to
couldn't.
the plaza. I'll take care of these people.
Couldn't you have given some of these people guns, or are they all untrained? You can let go of the door now. I'm in. I appreciate your show of strength, but you can stop now.
We should really grab a gun and get moving.
I mean, they could have made these different if you ask me, but it's fine. Come on. Sweet business, not bad. Little gun. Wait a minute. Did my abilities just my super bar just reset? Why'd I do that? Right, I get to wait another eternity for that to fix itself. Okay. And the ability recharge timers, they're slow and you can't fix them because they got rid of the intellect, strength, and discipline stats. They might bring them back as mods because the armors do have mod slots, but that could... I don't know. I mean, I know they put shaders here also. Okay. Alright, so the shader is just its own thing, it seems. Yeah. So you got infusions, the mods, and the shaders. They take up their own little slots, so... And I think we can only have one equipped at a time, so I don't know what kind of mods there might be, or what they'll do. Maybe there'll be some that decrease cooldowns, I would hope, because, like, it's painful waiting that long to get your ultimate. Like, kills don't really reward that much. And in PvP, it's pretty much like just... Like at the same time, you don't want it to be just people using nothing but their supers the whole match. That's what Mayhem is for. But you don't want it to be how it is now, kind of, where pretty much everyone's popping supers at the end. Then again, that could be an issue with like how long the matches last. But they were really clearly trying to... Yeah, I'm being shot, I know. They were really clearly trying to slow down the gameplay for this. Like with smaller teams and giving the Guardians more health to where everything takes longer to deal damage. It's quite annoying. Alright, cut that out. I was gonna say something, I can't remember what. Are their backs weak points? Yes, they are. Body shot damage is really low. Guess that's to incentivize hitting the heads, not... Alright, I clearly threw it at that guy. I miss their old guns with like the mini rockets and stuff. Like I don't mind them getting like these energy weapon stuffs, but I don't know. I like the old stuff as well. It's like a right mix between finding old and new. The first time I played this, I did not almost have my super this full. Then again, I didn't stop for extended periods of time. Alright, we're still going.
Look at the traveler.
Oh, yeah. I think it's like a starfish. It's like it's trying to get better reception. Alright, not sure why you're looking this way. I mean, things wouldn't
This is a dead end.
have come here.
We gotta get back into the fight.
So they're using guns without stocks. That's gotta be uncomfortable. The bar. Alright, the bar's still there because I can hear the music. Alright, I got my super, which was definitely nowhere near this full.
Cora, what do you got?
Rumors mostly. An elite faction of the Cabal.
Wait, is this Defender? Wait, why am I Defender now?
But that is irrelevant. They are
I know I
attacking
didn't
the
switch, did I?
We must get to it now.
Maybe I did. Maybe that's why I didn't have my super. Maybe that's why it stopped. Whatever.
The traveler. What is that thing they're attaching to it?
Okay, I found people. I wonder if the game tries to make sure that these guys are all three classes. Now, Zavala's shield thing, it's like not necessary. That's just so you can get orbs.
Don't let them pass the gate. The evac shuttles are back there.
I mean, that shields up not so you survive the missiles, but so you can go crazy with your ultimate, whatever. Like you only get one bash. I mean, you'll only have one shield throw. I'm wondering if you can get crushed by those orbs, dropships, whatever they are. Oh. Alright, come get these orbs. They don't fill by much.
These Red Legion are well trained, but we are better. We will hold this line until the last civilian is safely away.
Not a huge fan of how the weapons system is now. Like again, it feels like they were trying to cater to like all the people crying nerf for PvP stuff. Because they put all the one-shot, low time to kill stuff in the power weapon slot, but honestly, using them in this, like they still feel like they did in Destiny 1 where they were still kind of good, but once you start doing the strike and go up against certain enemies like the Gladiator, like they really don't feel worth it because they're still weak. I somehow refilled my ammo. I wasn't paying attention. And I just simply can't make myself believe that it was because they want people to think more tactically. Like it feels all about slowing the game down. Alright. Oh wow, I finally got a good multi-kill with that. But yeah, this whole spot here feels like just... Alright, that was kind of dumb of me. Like, I was going to say, like, the whole point of that is just so you can get orbs and use your super. So you can try to get acclimated to it, how the new supers feel, and it's... Yeah, just have him make orbs for you. I mean, it's an okay way to do it, I guess, but they're trying to compensate for the slower recharge times. Talking and fighting is really difficult. But yeah, this gun, this is a Nightshade, is scary good in PvP. Like, it drops the kill times back to kind of fast. Like, otherwise it's...
I'm going to look for him.
I've got the plaza. Go with Ikora. Find the speaker.
We're on it, Commander.
See if there's anything up here. Like, this is where Eris was in Dark Below, I think. And then, yeah, I'll get some more to go. Alright, fire didn't hurt. Did Zavala die? Oh, wow, Zavala. Zavala actually got killed. Okay, I'm going Ghost. Going Ghost! Danny Phantom. Okay, so... yeah. Supercharged. Now, in Destiny 1, I always read it as Supercharged. Is he whistling or listening to music? I always read it as Supercharged, as in my Supercharged, not my super is charged. It's kind of cool. Yeah, so is this whole tower.
You will take no more from us, and you will find no mercy in me.
I wonder if I can jump on that, or if it's probably hard. Oh! I forgot this game doesn't like it when you... This game does not like it when you go places, such as stand on a 3-foot tall rock, for whatever reason. It's amazing that there's this many glitch points in the beta when you get to the strike. Because there's a lot of places you can glitch into on that area. It's fun. Like, I mean, it's nothing game breaking or anything, but... I wonder if fire does more damage to their fuel packs. Probably not. Some of these weapons are good by themselves, but some are not good. Like most of the hand cannons, they're not great. The hunter one though is good, the exotic. You know, I'm wondering if they're gonna keep that whole thing where you're like in this mission where you get the exotics from the weapon rack. I wonder if they're gonna keep that. Probably not. Wouldn't make much sense. Alright, it bounced once. Sometimes supers feel powerful and sometimes they don't. Like, sometimes it takes a whole super just to kill a yellow health.
Zavala, picked up that Guardian you never showed up about?
Send him on that command ship now.
Hold on back there!
Those Cabal ships cannot be environmentally friendly. Like, look at how much, like, stuff they just spew out the back of them.
Come on, big guy. Do something. Guardian, time to kick him where it hurts.
Okay, so that shield didn't cover the area I'm landing on, which doesn't make too much sense. Like, the whole point of the shield is to cover as much as possible, especially if the thing you're not protecting is your main way of transporting troops long distances. Like a giant Gauss rifle ski ball course. Where are they shooting at? The city's over there. Why is it? So does that thing wrap around the entire Traveler? Because that's a lot of metal if that's the case. Like, that thing's about Like, what, the fourth the size of the moon? Still pretty big. Oh, jeez, didn't want to be that close. Alright. They get pushed away from the secondary explosion, making it kinda worthless.
That hologram could help. Let me take a look.
Okay, the shield generator
Should be at the bottom of the ship.
I'm getting through this much faster. I was like 30 minutes in by the time I was at this point. Okay, also the shield generator is at the bottom of the ship. I mean, if you're going to be flying over a city to bombard it, like you'd expect them to have guns aiming up. So then I guess at that point you can make the bottom area the strongest part of the ship. Alright. One exploded. I didn't even try to shoot him. I can't tell. It feels like the elements are actually stronger than primaries now. That could just be me, though. Come on. Alright.
Low on ammo. Full flaming hit. Kept burning out. Anyone heard from Akora?
Alright, trying to figure out like why was his gun going up because he was losing light, or was he just getting diminishing returns from using it too much or something? Alright, I'm glad they gave the Scions new abilities, but like punching someone into the air doesn't really seem that great. Oh, that's kind of a area of effect behind. I like going back to PvP. I like the PvP. I like PvP in most games, assuming that it's fair enough that people can put up a fight regardless. And in like something like the Division, like the Dark Zone is not really that fair because like you got some people who are just, they have ridiculously powerful gear and they win fights mainly because of how good their gear is. Like, they can either take far more damage than you could ever deal. Like, they can just take whole magazines of LMGs and ARs with a lot of armor piercing. And it doesn't matter. Like, they'll just tear through you like paper. It's like I had one moment in the Division where, like, I had that moment where I got killed by a guy who just, I stood no chance. Like, I don't know what he was using. It was powerful, though. But then, like, not 10 minutes later, there was some guy walked up behind me, started trying to shoot me. I thought he was an NPC because he was doing very little damage to me. It was a guy. And so not only was he in here, like, in the same Dark Zone instance as me, he was in the same Dark Zone instance as that guy who killed me. Alright? It was like he was the rat, I was the cat, and that guy who killed me was the dog. Like, it was bad. And in this, like, it still has disparities between gear due to its, like, how the perks and stuff work, item drops. But still, at the same time, like, depending on what the weapon is and how much Bungie nerfed it, it might, there we go, might determine how the tide rolls. There you are. Didn't see you there. Yep, you still look ugly. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of the constant nerfing that Bungie did in Destiny 1. Like, I like games where you can still kill people kind of fast, but I'm okay with if people survive high amounts of damage, like they had to like put on a bunch of armor for it or something. Like, that's fine, which is what I kind of was hoping they'd do eventually with the armor stat, Because the armor stats and the recovery and agility never really did much unless... I didn't do anything noticeable unless they were on either side of the spectrum. Because like you never really noticed a jump height difference with agility unless you either had everything in it or everything off of it. Same thing with recovery. Armor though was never really like that. Like it was always bad. Like the most armor you would get is like maybe 15 more health, which would save you from a little bit of DOT or maybe a single auto rifle bullet, assuming it had damage drop. Alright, when he did that animation, he made me think of the guitar guy from Mad Max Fury Road. Alright, come on. The Living Skyfire. Well, these guys got cool names. I don't like how the shield throw is on a really long cooldown. Like I pretty much can only use it once, unless I get the perk that gives me 2, but that's in the other skill tree. I don't like how the skill tree works in this. Like I like the customization of Destiny 1, but the issue is that some of the perks were really either not good or far too situational. And some of those perks are also very situational. Like this one, it's like if you're surrounded, your super cools down faster, which may or may not be why they removed the... That may or may not be why they slowed down cooldowns anyways, to make that appealing, because they also removed LMGs from the game, but added that minigun assault rifle. I'm not sure if that's also why they did it. But I won't put it past them because... I don't know, I'm trying to think of another instance where they did something like that because I kind of remember something. I just can't remember off the top of my head. I do and I don't. Oh.
Zavala, we did it. The shields are down.
Static.
Zavala?
Oh. But I prefer weapons be strong, but I also prefer armor be strong if someone went through the links to put it together. Like same thing with the Division. Like if they worked their asses off to get that high of level armor and weapons, I don't want to take that from them. I mean, because that just seems wrong to like cripple them for their choices. I mean, that just doesn't make sense to me. It seems wrong. But at the same time, though, like, it's got to be fair.
How do we come back from this?
You don't. Welcome to a world without light.
So, like, it contains the energy and sucks out my soul.
Guardian, something's wrong.
Zero emotion.
Do not look at me, creature.
This is like the first villain in the game to actually physically interact with us.
You are weak, undisciplined.
Yeah, it says the one who hid behind clouds and smoke.
You're not brave. You've merely forgotten the fear of death. Allow me to...
Ever been to a darkness zone where you can't respawn? Oh, bye, Dinkle. Destiny 2, The Search for Dinkle.
Kind never deserve the power you were given. I am gone. And your light is mine.
I really hope he has some sort of like superpowers when we fight him. Like he has Guardian powers. That'd be cool. Destiny 2, The Search for Dinkle. Merchandising. But yeah, that was a homecoming mission without the loudness of the original video. And I'll probably do some PvP. I was actually doing that the other day, but I'll do some more today. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Like and subscribe if you'd like to stay tuned for more videos. And I'll see you next time. Harshin out.